You know, it's hard to believe we are halfway through 2023 already. And if you've said more no's than yeses this year, it might be time to change that. Here to help us understand why is Karen Donaldson, Queen of Yes. Give her some love, everybody. Yes, 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 yes. How can saying yes change our lives, Karen?
Really good question. I like how you said it's the year of the yes. And here's the thing. When you say yes, it gives room for innovation, more experiences, more opportunities. And what it also allows for, it allows for you to start doing things outside of your comfort zone. And everything exists outside of our comfort zone. And I'll give you a quick example.
Yeah.
My middle sister is recently divorced, a couple years now. She's ready for the dating game.
Yeah.
And she had to change things up a bit because she needed to meet new people. So she had to start saying yes to brand new experiences that would expose her to different people. But it's twofold. So she said yes to things that she would normally say no to, number one. And number two, when she met people there, they may not have been a fit for her as far as a partner. However, they started to introduce her to people who they thought would be a fit. They started to invite her to other events. So all of a sudden, her network and her exposure and her opportunities and experiences grew as well.
Amazing. So you're saying yes, and you're expanding your world in a way.
When was the last time you said yes to something new?
I want to say no so much. But I end up saying yes mostly because of my career. Like, I'm asked all the time to do things outside of my comfort zone. Like, for instance, I'm going surfing this summer. I don't want to surf, Karen. I don't want to surf, Karen.
Yes.
But I said, yes, I'm going to try it, and it's going to probably be a nightmare. But when I'm done, I'll be like, oh, look, I surfed. Like, that was kind of cool.
Totally.
So, you know, saying yes is a good thing. What do you say to people who are skeptical of the whole yes thing? They want to stick with the no.
I got it. So as humans, we're hardwired to really look at what's not going to work.
Yeah.
We're pre-programmed to be skeptical. We're pre-programmed to stay away from risks. But when you commit to saying yes, you open up yourself to try new things, even if they work, don't work. And even when they don't work, here's the thing, you have a new experience.
Right.
You can actually say, you know what, I didn't like it, but I did it.
Right.
Right? Another quick example with clients. I work with a lot of senior management and things like that. So I had a client, she's working for an organization, and she wanted to get to know other people. However, work's restricted, you're there, everyone's doing their own thing. They had a Thursday social, and our conversation was this, Karen, I don't like to go to bars, and Karen, I don't drink, right? So I said, okay, your focus isn't that. So she started to go to the Thursday socials, started to meet people all over the organization, and when she applied for a new position internally, who was one of the interviewers?
Somebody at the bar.
You got it. She
They're
got
all
the
at
position.
bar. Everybody needed to be talking to. So she did it and it worked.
Definitely. Everyone's guards down.
Absolutely. How can saying yes benefit us?
It's definitely a personal growth exercise because when we choose to say yes, we come from a positive frame of mind and we see things from a positive frame, right, and a positive lens. So when we go ahead and we say yes to things, it just provides more opportunities for us to get what we want, be exposed to more things, right? It comes down to when people say no, right, and we're trained to say no, we can go into that whole fight and flight syndrome, and it actually protects us, but sometimes it protects us too much, right? So it benefits us in so many other ways.
So we end up leading a really safe life, and that's not always the best thing.
Not always.
Doesn't lead you to everything. Okay, so how do we find the guts to say yes?
If you have that inkling or something crosses your mind and says, you know, that might be a good idea, or should I do it? Say yes.
Okay.
Stop judging it. Right? Let go of that whole, like I said, sympathetic nervous system. That whole fight or flight mode. It's keeping us too safe. Right? We want to start saying yes.
Is there any room for no? Like, when can we say no?
There's always room for no. But the biggest thing is this, and this is the scenario I want to share with you. Sometimes when we say no to someone else, it means saying yes to ourselves.
Right.
So if you've ever been that person where you say yes because you feel guilty, you want to prioritize someone, right? The only person who's being compromised is you. Your self-health, your mental wellness, self-care.
Right.
So when you say no to someone else and doing all these things, it's putting us outside of our, not even our comfort zone, just out of our way. We're not preserving our own selves. Right? So saying no in those cases means saying yes to you. And self-care is okay.
I'm so happy you made that distinction, because we do talk all the time about how no is a complete sentence and you should be saying no. So those are the times when your no is actually a yes. 'Cause you're saying yes to you. You're not saying yes to obligation. You're not saying yes to I've got to do it because I've always done it.
Right.
You're saying yes to I'm putting myself first. And I think we all know when we really want to say no to something because we need to preserve ourselves.
Indeed.
So I'm very good at those no's.
Oh, good.
Are you good at those no's?
I am.
Yeah.
It took me a minute because it doesn't come overnight,
me
right? But you
too.
practice. You start small and you keep moving and you step it up.
You're like, look at that. I can actually build a life that I enjoy living.
You got it.
Rather than doing all these things I don't want to do.
And I'm supposed to do.
That I'm supposed to
Stop
do.
it.
Stop it right now, says Karen Donaldson. Thank you so much for that. And let's go to break. We got more coming up.